Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to do a get ready with me using products that I know and love. A lot of times I'm always trying new makeup, which I also enjoy, but I really just want to take it back to the basics and do a go-to bronzy glam look that makes me feel good, but with products that I know work for me. So you're going to see a lot of my favorites or staple products, maybe even a little bit of Shop My Stash, some products that I maybe haven't used in a while and I'm rediscovering. So if you want to see a full glam bronzy look, then let's go ahead and begin. I've zoomed you in and we're going to start off with Complexion. I am partnering with Lancome for this portion of the video, so thank you to Lancome for sponsoring this video. And I'm going to throw it back to an OG favorite. I'm going to be using the Teint Idole foundation. I actually wore this foundation on my wedding day. Before I was even on YouTube, this is such a great foundation, especially for long wear. We know that I prefer more of a matte finish long wear foundation. This has been a staple for me for years. I got married about 7 years ago, so it's been in my collection for that long, and then before that as well. So I chose it because it has a 24-hour wear, it doesn't budge, but it also just looks like skin. It's not heavy, you're gonna crack. It's one of those that's just gonna get me through the hot summer days, and it is hot here. So this is what I'm going to reach for today. I prepped my skin with a moisturizer, and then I did use the Lancome Blur and Go stick. This is an OG favorite for me as well. It's just super convenient to put on your pore area and it smooths out your pores. I'm going to just pump a few pumps on the back of my hand. I have the shade 260 Bisque N. This is a good color because it's neutral, but it's not too neutral. So it definitely looks like skin. So you can see right there the coverage, but also the healthy look to the skin. It's not heavy, it doesn't gunk up around textured areas. So it has that matte finish, but it's more of a natural matte. It's not one of those that's really going to suck the moisture out of your skin. But it is super long wearing, full coverage. In terms of shade range, there are 50 different shades with a ton of different undertones, so you can definitely find what will work for you. So this is what the foundation looks like freshly applied. You can see that I got a great coverage. I still have that natural finish. Now, once I use powder, it will appear more matte, but you don't have to powder. It's just your preference. I always powder my foundations. It's going to last all day long. I just love this foundation. It's an OG favorite of mine. I mean, using it on my wedding day years ago before I even started my channel, and now being able to be sponsored by Lancome is like such a cool feeling. So they are having their friends and family sale right now. It's going on until May 30th. For this sale, they're offering 25% off site-wide and 30% off site-wide if you sign in or sign up for an account. So I will leave a link to the Teint Idole foundation down below. If you're looking for a full coverage, a long wearing, matte finish foundation that's not going to dry your skin out, still give you that natural look, but it's gonna last through the hot summer months, I highly recommend this, as well as their Blur and Go stick. This is just an extra, but it's something that I've loved for many, many years, and I just pulled it out because I thought, why not use the dream team together? So I will link these products down below in my description box if you want to check out the Lancome Friends and Family sale. It's a great time to pick up anything you've been eyeing and get that 25 or 30% off. So I'll link all the products down below. Thank you to Lancome for sponsoring this portion of the video, and let's continue on with our bronze get ready with me. So next I'm going to color correct under my eyes. It's just something I've been doing recently to use less concealer. This is the Pixi Correction Concentrate and Brightening Peach. I also really like the Becca, but I'm just going to use this today, sort of demo it for you. So I really just use a small amount, just basically under each eye where I feel like I have that blue. It just is sort of hard to cover. I felt like I was caking on concealer and it just wasn't covering, and then I felt that it was cakey and heavy. So I really do like this. It's a little bit more peachy pink, but it does cover nicely. For concealer today, again, I'm sort of revisiting old favorites. I'm going to use the KKW concealer in 4.5. I have some products that haven't been in my, I guess, top drawer, but they used to be favorites of mine, and I sort of forget about them sometimes because they're not like right next to me. This concealer has a nice coverage. It's quite creamy, so it's not really a dry formula, which is what I like about it. And I just like that I've been able to use less just because I'm not piling on concealer to cover that blue under my eyes. To set my face, I'm going to use a favorite product, which is the Hailey's Beauty Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. I just really like this. It's nice and smoothing. It has a yellow sort of tint to it, but it gives me a nice sort of brightness. So I'm just going to press this in under my eyes and sort of pull it down just to set around my nose and mouth. To set the perimeter of my face, I'm going to be taking my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation in 260, just a little bit deeper so it'll go on the perimeter of my face. And I'm using this brush. I have been so impressed with the BK Beauty brushes. I have to say, this brush is so good, as well as the 101. The 101 is my favorite brush from them, so much so that I really think I'm going to make an order of like 3 more of these. The 101, something about this for foundation, it is incredible. So I am blown away by the quality of those brushes. So I went ahead and did my brows off camera, and I have to say, you know, do you ever have those struggles where for like months your brows are just not working with you? Because I'm there right now. They're not even close, but you know what? We're just gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna go in now with the Bronzy Glam Quad from Makeup by Mario. I really like this quad, and I wanna use the shimmers in the crease, which is something that I do sort of randomly, but I really like the way it looks. So I'm gonna start out with this shade right here. I'm gonna put this just right in my crease. His shadows, I actually really like them. They're very buildable, and every once in a while, I really enjoy a shimmer in the crease, even though, you know, people will say you should never do that. I don't follow rules. I want to know down below, are you pro shimmer in the crease, or are you like, no, that's a makeup mistake? So I like to blend it in the crease and then put a little bit on the lid. And then I'm going to take the one matte shade in here, and I'm just going to use this on the outer edge just to add a little bit of depth. I feel like there's something really pretty about a shimmer in your crease. I don't know why we don't do it more often. Just in general, you don't see it very often, especially like on YouTube. So I am going to do a half wing. I'm just gonna use my KVD Vegan Beauty and Trooper. So it should just look something like this. I'm gonna end it about halfway through, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. So I went ahead and threw some lashes on. I'm not sure the style because they're ones that I've reused, but I'm gonna go back in to finish off the eyes, and I'm gonna go into this matte shade on the Makeup by Mario palette with a really tiny brush. And I'm almost going to create like a little cat eye on the inside of my eye. So it should be pretty subtle. So it should look something like this. It's really gonna elongate the eye, and then I'm gonna put some mascara on the outer corner as well of my lower lash line. All right, so now let's finish off our base. I'm gonna go into my Dior Backstage Contouring Palette. This is just a staple for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up on the cooler tone here. I'm just gonna use this to add a little bit of definition to my face. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Jouer powder in dark. This is just a favorite of mine. This might be a product I actually hit pan on, which I rarely do. I think the only other bronzer I hit pan on was the Marc Jacobs Coconut Bronzer. I love this bronzer though. Well, it's not even a bronzer. It's actually just a powder, but I just have it in the shade dark. For blush, I'm gonna go into my Lawless in Sakura. I love this color. It is just baby doll pink. I love like pinky tones with bronze eyes. I'm also gonna apply a little bit of this Vive blush. This is in the shade Pesca, which is like a really light kind of orangey peachy color. For highlighter, I'm going to go into my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. To line my lips, I'm going to go in with Melt Cosmetics Headbang. This is one of my favorite formulas, and I couldn't find it because it was in one of my purses. So I'm glad that I actually found it because I haven't been able to find it or use it recently, and I truly love this formula so much. I also love this shade. For lipstick, I'm going to use one of my favorites, which is Grace from Bare Minerals. It's just a beautiful pink shade. And then I'm going to add a little bit of my Artist Couture Gloss in Striptease. I love these glosses. They're very much like a MAC lip gloss, so very pigmented and creamy, but they just give me that shine. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to go back into my Natasha highlight and just go right down the center of my nose. Alright guys, here's my finished makeup look using staple products that I know and love. I really love how this turned out. I've been really enjoying that Mario palette, the shimmer in the crease. I just feel like it gives a little bit of sparkle when I'm typically more of a matte girl. And I also love the little inner corner flick to give me more of that elongated cat eye shape. Also, a huge fan of the Lancome foundation. I feel like my skin just looks flawless, but not dry, not too matte. It just looks beautiful and it's gonna last all day. I will link everything I used today down below. Don't forget to check out the Lancome Friends and Family sale. If you've been eyeing any products, get that discount. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you'll subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.